Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8. Yesterday I could not inform you previously. My flight was from 5:40. So that is chapter 8. We are reading from text 2. Sarvadarani Sangyam Monoridi Niruddhacha Murdhani Adhaya Atmana Murdhani Adhaya Atmana Pranam Asthita Jogadharanam Sarvadarani Sangyam controlling Sarvadarani, all the doors of the body, 9 doors. And after controlling all the doors, Mono Ridi Niruddha. Mono Ridi Niruddha. Mon, mind, Ridi in heart, Niruddha, confiding. Confining. Ruddha, Abadha, Nibuddha, Niruddha, confined. Cha, also. Murdhani Adhaya. Murdhani Adhaya. Adhaya fixing where? Murdha. Murdha means on the head. Murdha normally mentioned the cerebellum or in interior frontal, or this is Brahmarandra Bhed, that place. Murdhani. This English word, Bengali Sanskrit word, Murdhana, Murdhana Varna, Ta, Tha, Da, Dharna, Murdhana Varna is pronounced from Murdha, cerebellum, cerebrum, Adhaya fixing, Atmana of the soul, Pranam, the life here, Asthita is situated, Yogadharana, the yogic situation. So first is Sarvodharani Sangyam, is controlling all the doors of the body. Then Mono Ridi Niruddhacha, Mon mind, Niruddha, confining in heart. And Murdhani Adhaya Pranam. Pran means life here. Adhaya fixing where? Murdhani on the head. Asthita Yogadharanam. See, in such a situation situated, that is actually proper situation of the yogic process, yogic situation. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life here at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. To practice yoga as suggested here, one first has to close the doors of all sense enjoyment. This practice is called pratyahara. Yam, niyam, asana, pranam, pratyahara. Fifth stage is called pratyahara. Pratyahara means withdrawing the senses from the sense objects. The sense organs for acquiring knowledge, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and touch, should be fully controlled and should not be allowed to engage in sense gratification. In this way, the mind focuses on the super soul in the heart. And the life force is raised to the top of the head. In the 6th chapter, this process is described in detail. But as mentioned before, this practice is not practical in this sense. The best process is Krishna consciousness. If one is always able to fix his mind on Krishna in devotional service, it is very easy for him to remain in an undisturbed transcendental trance or in samadhi. Now, already is mentioned in 6th chapter, it is not practical. But here, Krishna already said, yes, it is difficult. Arjuna said it is not practical for me. That is in 6th chapter. The 7th chapter, 8th chapter, 1 question, how to leave this body. Antos kalecha mame. And 7th verse, Tashmat, Jang api sharan bhava, 6th verse. And 7th verse is, Tashmat sarveshu kalesha ma manushmara jiddhacha. Every time. The natural question becomes, oh, in which form? Then Krishna explained, Kavim Purana Manushashitaram Anuroniangsham Anushmarajya. And by explaining all these things, come this point, the Pashtanavasi is this way. But if we don't read purport of Srila Prabhupada, naturally we will try to practice for that, because Krishna said, but Krishna, Srila Prabhupada clearly told, yes, this is process, but it's process of Ashtanga, but it's not practical in this sense. That is why purport is important. Which one is for me? In this way, the mind focused on the super soul in the heart, and the life force is raised to the top of the head. In the 6th chapter, this process is described detail. But mentioned before, this practice is not practical in the sense. The best process is Krishna consciousness. If one is always able to fix his mind to Krishna in devotional service, it is very easy for him to remain in undisturbed transcendental trance or samadhi. What is explaining here? Because 7th verse, what is 7th verse? Tashmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anushmara yuddhacha. Mam anushmara. That's his main thing. So, if mam anushmara, for remain always him, needs this type of practice. But what the best, what the easiest process? Krishna consciousness process. The best process is Krishna consciousness. If one is always able to fix in mind on Krishna's devotional service, that's all. You can see in your case, in our case, if we chant 24 hours Hare Krishna mantra, how many times we are thinking about Krishna? But we are serving Krishna, distributing book, cooking for him, doing arati. That time is actively present. So that is why we are not qualified to chant 24 hours. That is, we have to do service, so that we can, through service and chanting both, we can always remember Krishna. Text 13. Omiti ekaksharam brahma vyaharan mam anushmaram yah prayati tyajam deham shajati paramangati. Om, the combination of the letters O, U, Ma. O means Onkar, simple one. O means Onkar. Iti, das. Ek aksharam, the one syllable. Om is a one syllable. Yeah. Syllable means letter, one syllable. But here Prabhupada translates one combination of the letters Om. So we should not be disturbed by that. There. So now here Prabhupada Ekakshara means one syllable and O means three. Why? Which one is right? Both one is right. Om, the pronunciation is from three places. O, U, Ma. This Sanskrit word so scientific. You can see there are some letters. Sharvarna, Vyanjanvarna. Shar, Swadhin. They don't need anybody's help. O, E, A, E, U. No need of anybody's help. But Vyanjanvarna needs help. Ka, cha, ma, pa, ta, da needs another Sharvana sound. So, and the and the last word of Benjamin is ma. From starting from ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, last letter is ma. So starting from o and let's last is ma. O, ma. Then we combinedly is cover all the letters. O, ma. So though it is one syllable, but sometimes we say three syllables, that is also true. Brahma, absolute. Vyaharan, vibrating. Mam, me. Krishna is saying unto me, Krishna. Anushmaran, remembering. Remembering, Shmaran. What is Anushmaran? That means remembering continuously. That means remember. Yeah, anyone who prayati leaves his body, tyajan quitting. Prayati leaves quitting. Prayati, prayati tyajan deham. Deham means prayati means leaves, and tyajan deham means this body. Normally, prayati means leaves, and tyajan means leaves. But here, as we are not Pandit of Sanskrit, so you understand. Prayati tyajan. Prayati jai. Prayati means is going after quitting this body. Tyajan deham. Quitting this body. Sha, he, jati, achieves. Paramam gatim, the supreme destination. Now, Om iti ekaksharam brahma. Vyaharan mam anushmaran. Om iti ekaksharam brahma means the Om letter, which is absolute. Vyaharan mam anushmaran. Vyaharan. By vibrating this Om sound, we should remember Krishna by vibrating Om. Om iti ekaksharam brahma. Om is the absolute, it's transcendental word. We should vibrate that, Beharon, you should vibrate that. And at the same time, Mahamunishwar, thinking Krishna. That means I'm thinking, seeing Krishna and Krishna's body, effulgence, meditating him. Jo prayati tyajandeham. By giving up, quitting body, he who lives, Sajati Paramangatim, she only will achieve my supreme destination. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. Purport. It is clearly stated here that Om, Brahman, and the Lord Krishna are non-different. Why is Krishna saying just vibrating Om and remembering me? Om, Vyaharan, Vyaharan Om, and remembering me. If it is different, how it is possible? By vibrating Om and remembering me, that means both are the same person. It is clearly stated here on Om, Brahman, and the Lord Krishna are non-different, are not different. The impersonal sound of Krishna is Om. And the sound Hare Krishna contains Om. The chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is clearly recommended for this. Again, reading. The impersonal sound Krishna is Om, but the sound Hare Krishna contains Om. How? How Om we understood. One Acharya explained how Hare Krishna contains Om. Ha, starting from this one. And last letter is Ram Ma. Last letter Ma. Starting from there, to all the letters of Hare Krishna. And the middle word is Ko, Cha, Ta, Ta, Pa. Middle one is Ta Varga. Murdhana Varna. There is all the dots are there. So three are there inside also there. And also in Vyanjan Varna, starting with Kri, Ka, Ri, and Sha and Na. Three letters from Murdha Varna. And it is not my comment on our ISKCON Guru. He told, because this on vibrating this cerebral letters, this ra, is cerebral letter, ra, and na and sha, they all are cerebral letter. That is a bindi, dot. This should be pronounced from the cerebrum. That letter touches the tongue to the back of the palate. Because Kabargo is pronounced from the tongue, from the throat. Chabargo pronounced from the palate. Talabha Varna. And Tata Dada is called cerebral, Murdha Varna. Then Tatha the dental, Tatha Dadan. And Pa Pa Ba Ba there, labial. So these three words with Krishna, always we should, tongue is hitting the cerebrum. Krish, when you properly pronounce Kri, the tongue should hit the cerebrum. That means the yogi, they want to live their, life through cerebrum. So yogi, just chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, they're always hitting that part. I've not found in any book, but one or devotee told this type of explanation. But it's good explanation. We should accept that. So, here Prabhupada said, impersonal sound of Krishna is Om, but the sound of Hare Krishna contains Om. Again, we can go back. As Brahmajyoti is the taking shelter of Krishna, Brahmane Pratishtaham. The same way, is Brahmajyoti is the effulgence of Krishna. In the same way, that means Brahmajyoti is there in Krishna. In the same way, Om is there in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is clearly recommended for this age. Prabhupada is not telling Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Om is not recommended. Om is also recommended, but Hare Krishna Mahamantra is recommended. So we should not worry about, why not giving more importance in Om? Because Om is there in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We should have firm faith on it. So if one quits his body at the end of life, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. He certainly reaches one of the spiritual planets according to the mode of his practice. Again, you see, go back. Here Krishna said, Omit Ikshram, who is remembering Om, Mam, remember Krishna, and vibrating Om, he'll go to me. But Prabhupada is giving purport. Actually, who will chant Hare Krishna mantra, he'll go there. So non-different. That is why purport is required. This is the importance of purport. At least for this much is required for this purport. If it is not there and giving so many other lectures, what is the use of that type of lecture? The devotees of Krishna enter the Krishna planet, Golok Vrindavan. For the personalities, there are also innumerable other planets known as Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky, whereas the impersonalists remain in Brahmajyoti. Now, 14 verse is very important. Ananya chitah satataham. Ananya chitah satatam. Jo mang smrati nityasya. Tosyam shulabha partha nitya jiktasya jugana. Ananya chitah. Ananya chitah means without deviation of mind. Chita means mind, chitta. And ananya, ananya what comes? No other thing. Ananya, no ananya. So ananya chita means without division. Cheta, I mean mind, without division of mind. Ananya cheta. How many times? Shatatam, always. Jamam smarati nittasha. Anyone who, me, smarati, remembers nittasha regularly. Here any very important part. So, jo who, ya mam smarati nittasha. Anyone who remembers regularly me. And that should be shatato always. Giving every word important. It should be not okay. Only giving 2 hours of chanting. No. Shatatam. Shatatam ja mam smarati tasya. Tasya aham shulava partha. Tasya. For him, aham I. Shulava. Very easy to achieve. Partha son of Pritha. Nitya juktasya yogina. He is nitya juktasya yogi. Nitya, regularly, juktasya engaged. Yogina, for the devotee. Nitya juktasya yogina. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pritha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. This verse especially describes the final destination attained by the unalloyed devotees who serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Bhakti Yoga. Previous verse have mentioned 4 different kinds of devotees: the distressed, the inquisitive, those are who seek material gain, and the speculative philosophers. Artha Jigasha, Atthattati Jigasha gain. Different processes of liberation are also being described: karma, gyan, and harja. The principle of these yoga systems have some bhakti added. The principles of these yoga systems have some bhakti added. Just try to understand this point, what Prabhupada is saying. Sometimes, karma yoga means bhakti, gyan yoga means bhakti, hard yoga means bhakti. Normally, what do you know? If bhakti yoga is bhakti, then why telling that? Yes. When you tell karma yoga, gyan yoga, hard yoga, that means that is not a pure devotion. This, when karma mixed with some yoga, gyan mixed with yoga, hard mixed with yoga, Prabhupada wrote here, the principle of the yoga system have some bhakti added. Some bhakti added. But this verse particularly mentioned pure bhakti yoga. But again I tell you, if it's karma yoga means bhakti yoga, that means pure bhakti yoga. If say karma yoga means bhakti yoga, that means Prabhupada telling about pure karma yoga. When Prabhupada saying gyan yoga means bhakti yoga, the buddhi yoga, yes, that means pure gyan yoga. Hard yoga, one should understand this one. So, this verse particularly mentions pure bhakti yoga, without any mixture of jnana, karma, heart, as indicated by the word ananya chetaha. In pure Bhakti Yoga, the devotee desires nothing but Krishna. A pure devotee does not desire promotion to heavenly planets, nor does he seek oneness with the Brahmajyoti, or salvation, or liberation from material entanglement. A pure devotee does not desire anything. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the pure devotee is called Nishkam, which means he has no desire for self-interest. ভক্তি মুক্তি সিদ্ধিকামী সকলে অশান্ত, কৃষ্ণ ভক্ত নিষ্কাম অতএব শান্ত। Perfect peace belong to him alone, not to them who strive for personal gain. Whereas a Jnana Yogi, Karma Yogi, or Hatha Yogi has his own selfish interests. A perfect devotee has no desire other than to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the Lord says that for anyone who is unflinchingly devoted to him, he is easy to attain. A pure devotee always engages in devotional service to Krishna in all of his various personal features. Krishna's various planetary expansions and incarnations, such as Ram and Nishanga, Ramadi Murti Shukala, and the devotee can choose to fix his Lord, fix his mind in loving service to any of this transcendental form of the Supreme Lord. Such a devotee meets with none of the problems that plunge the practitioners of other yogas. Bhakti Yoga is very simple and pure and easy to perform. One can begin simply by chanting Hare Krishna. The Lord is merciful to all, but as we have already explained, he is especially inclined toward those who always serve him without deviation. The Lord helps such devotees in various ways. As stated in Vedas, Jam evaisha vrinute tena labhas tasyaiva atma vibrinute tonum sham. One who is fully surrendered and engaged in devotional service of the Supreme Lord can understand the Supreme Lord as he is. And as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, the Lord gives such a devotee substance so that ultimately the devotee can attain him in his spiritual kingdom. The special qualification of the pure devotee is that he is always thinking of Krishna without deviation and without considering the time or place. There should be no impediments. He should be able to carry out his service anywhere and at any time. Psalm says that the devotee should remain in holy places like Vrindavan or some holy town where the Lord lived. But a pure devotee can live anywhere and create the atmosphere of Vrindavan by his devotional service. It was Sri Chaitanya, it was Sri Advaita Acharya who told Lord Chaitanya. What he told? Wherever you are, O Lord, there is Vrindavan. Nityananda Babu, after taking sannyas, he took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shantipur. Mahaprabhu became so angry. Why you have cheated me? Then Advaita said, no, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. As indicated by the words Shatatam and Nityashaha, which means always, regularly, or every day. A pure devotee constantly remembers Krishna and meditates upon him. These are qualifications of the pure devotee for whom the Lord is most easily attainable. Bhakti Yoga is the system that the Gita recommends above all others. Generally, the Bhakti Yogis are engaged in 5 different ways. Shanta Bhakta, engaged in devotional service in neutrality. Second, Dasya Bhakta, engaged in devotional service in servant, as servant. Third, Shakha Bhakta, engaged as friend. Fourth, Vatsala Bhakta, engaged as parent. And fifth one, Madhurya Bhakta, engaged as conjugal lover of the Supreme Lord. As any of these ways, the pure devotee is always constantly engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Supreme Lord and cannot forget the Supreme Lord, and so for him the Lord is easily attained. A pure devotee cannot forget the Supreme Lord for a moment. And similarly, the Supreme Lord cannot forget his pure devotee for a moment. This is the great blessing of Krishna consciousness. This is the great blessings of the Krishna conscious person of chanting the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram. This chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra so many times in this chapter. That's so important. Very powerful. Hare Krishna. Okay, Gulshan has raised hand.
Hare Krishna Maharaji, Janvatnam. Thank you very much, Maharaji. Maharaji, here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada ji writes that one who is fully surrendered and engaged in devotional service of the Supreme Lord can understand the Supreme Lord as he is. And somewhere I also read that Maharaj, nor the Brahma, nor Vishnu, nor Shiva can understand the Supreme Personality of God as he is. So how can we understand this statement?
It is understanding. When say cannot understand means nobody can understand fully him. They don't understand. It is not they cannot understand. They can understand. When I say they cannot understand means nobody can understand him fully. This person can understand. That means he understands something. You should understand this way. You got my point? If say he can understand Krishna, yes. Understand Krishna means Krishna is the Lord, I should serve him. Understand. But if say Brahma cannot understand, that means he cannot understand fully, completely. You got my point?
Yes. Thank you very much for this.
Barsha?
Thank you, Maharaji. Thank you, Maharaji, for this question. Maharaji, it was mentioned that in Shanta Bhakta engaged in devotional service in neutrality. So we often hear that in Shanta Ras, they don't do any devotional service. They just admire the Lord peacefully. So how can they do devotional service here? I was not able to understand what is this.
Actually, some of the devotee, there is only 4 ras. Shanta, there is no ras. Actually, no ras. If you say ras only 4 types, starting from Dasya. True? And neutral no ras. You know that is also true. If you want to say, you can say. Because, God is almighty, He is all powerful. Like Allah, other religion. They are also doing devotion. There is no service. You can say other religion. They are in that stage. And you cannot say they are not devotee of Lord. Yes, they are devotee of Lord. But they are not doing any service. That is the Shanta Ras. But if you consider with them, no, actually that is not Ras. Start service starting from Seva. And some devotee, they'll say, no, actually, in Vrindavan, there is no Dasya also. It's lowest. In Vrindavan, start from Shokka Vatsalya Madhur. There is loving. Actually, servant is no loving relationship. But we are not that level. We should not discuss that topic. We are not. We should understand our level. So Shanta Dasya Shokka Vatsalya Madhur. Shanta means when one is able to understand the greatness of the law. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Gita. Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad Pranam.